You have earlier classes you have learnt in class 6 in algebra. That was the first time you started algebra. If you recall, you have learnt what is the meaning of constants, what is the meaning of variables. These are different kind of symbols that we use in algebra. Now, what are constants? Constants are those quantities which have fixed values. For example, 9, minus 5, 0, 3 upon 5, minus 7 upon 11, 3 upon 5. These are all constants. Okay. Sometimes we also represent them by letters also, small letters. But there are other type of values which may not remain fixed, okay, which may have different values. We call them as variables. All this you have learnt. Variables are also sometimes known as literals or literal numbers. Okay, you have learnt, if you recall, and even if you turn your textbook also, you will see that all these things are written over there. And in all this, with all these things, letters, we once again make use of the algebraic operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. And finally we get what is known as algebraic expression, which is the name of this chapter itself. So before knowing what is an algebraic expression, there are few other things which you need to know. Okay, one more thing you have also learnt in algebra, this is also very important, that what is the meaning of power of a variable. Okay, suppose if we have a variable as x and we want to give some power to it, x into x, we write it as x square. X into x into x, 3 times if we multiply, we write it as x to the power 3. So likewise, if we keep multiplying x by itself in any given number of times, suppose n times we are multiplying, then we, how do we write it? We write it as x to the power n. And over here x is called the base, and that number which is written on top of it is called the exponent. Index, sometimes we call it the indices. Okay, 3 different names it has. I'll give you the picture, see it. You may wonder that then if we have what is known as a algebraic expression, then what is the meaning of the word term? What is a term? A term is nothing but same thing. We only make use of multiplication and division. We don't make use of addition and subtraction. So when we take a couple of variables and literals, variables, constants together and try to create something without making use of plus and minus, but making use of multiplication and division, then what the resulting thing that we get is known as a term. So the picture just now I sent, okay, it is showing a lot of algebraic expression. The first one 3x, it is having only one term. Okay, the second one 3x plus 7y square, it is having two terms because 3x itself is one term and 7y square is another term, so consisting of two terms. Okay, and this algebraic expression has a name. What do we call? We call it a binomial. The third one 2x minus 5y is also a binomial. The fourth one, if you see, 5 plus 3x square minus 8x cube, three terms are there. Definitely it is known as a trinomial, and anything more than that will be known as a polynomial. Okay, all right. Now since you have come to know what is the meaning of the word term, there is one more important word related with term, and that is known as coefficient. That is known as coefficient. It is, you will find it in your textbook. If you are looking into your textbook right now, you will find somewhere it is written coefficient. Now this word coefficient is very closely related with term of any algebraic expression. Now what does it means? It means any factor, any factor of a term of an algebraic expression is called the coefficient of the remaining factor of the term. Okay, so I'll try to help you with the help of a example. Okay, I'm just checking if I have any example. Okay, the next important thing that you will find in your textbook is what they try to tell you is the meaning of like terms and unlike terms. This is important. Why it is important? Because once again you will see that in the exercise there might be questions. They're asking you, they will give you a couple of terms, and they will ask you find out the like terms. Show which are like terms, so which show the ones which are not like terms. This type of question are there. So that's why You need to know what is the meaning of like terms and unlike terms. Okay, to understand what is the meaning of like terms and unlike terms, uh, what do we say? We say that the terms having same variable factors are called like terms, and the terms which have different variable factors are called unlike terms. Okay, so you see the example. I'll give you one example, it will be clear to you. Okay, they have said which are like terms, which are not like terms. You'll understand it. So see the picture of this last one I have given you. It is showing you, they are trying to explain you the meaning of the word coefficient. Now this word coefficient is very important, because you will see that in the exercise you get sums where they ask you to find the coefficient, so you can't ignore it. Okay, so if you see the example, they have given an expression, a trinomial expression, 3xy minus 5x square y plus 7. That is what they have given. And in this trinomial expression, they are just taking only one term, the first one, 3xy, and they are asking that what will be the coefficient of 3. Now if you with your hand, if you just cover up 3, you will see you are not, the exposed part will be xy. So xy is the coefficient of 3. If I ask you what is the coefficient of 3y, then you, with the help of your finger, you try, if you try to cover 3 and y, then what is left over, what is exposed? Only x is exposed, so x will be known as the coefficient of 3y. If I ask you what is the coefficient of y, then with your hand you just cover up y, then what is exposed to you? 3x is exposed, so 3x is the coefficient of y. Okay, if you see the other one, minus 5x square y, okay, over there, if I ask you what is the coefficient of 5, then you just cover up 5, you just guard 5, then what is left? That minus sign is left, x square y is left, so minus x square y is the coefficient of 5. If I ask you what is the coefficient of minus 5, then you have to, with your hand, you just cover up minus 5. What is exposed now? X square y is exposed, so that is the coefficient of minus 5. So this is how we understand the meaning of coefficient of coefficients of a given in a set of things that are present in a term. I think so you have understood. Okay, and the last thing that I would like to tell you right now is, just now I have told you that if there are more than 3 terms in an algebraic expression, we don't give any name to it, we call that they are polynomials. But this is of two types. Okay, this is of two types. One is known as a multinomial and the other one is known as a polynomial. Now what is the difference between multinomial and polynomial? I don't know whether this is there in your textbook or not, but I'm saying it. Okay, what is a polynomial? A polynomial is definitely, it is an expression which may have 1 term, 2 term, 3 term, 4 term, 10 terms, we don't care. But in each term only one variable will be there. Suppose if x is the variable, then x will be present in every term. Whether x will have power 1, whether x will have power 2, whether x will have power 3, doesn't matter, but only x will be there in each and every term. No y's will be there, no z's will be there. So if you have that, that is known as a polynomial. Now suppose if in a given expression, if you have more than one variables, suppose if you have an expression where there are 1 2 3 4 5 terms are there. Okay, in a given expression you are having 5 terms, and not only that, in each term you find more than one variable is there, then we can't call it a polynomial, we call it to be a multinomial. So let me give you the picture, and till here I want to stop. I don't want to give you any sum today. Whatever we have discussed, we will you just revise it at home, think about it. Okay, and be ready in the next class where we will start the exercise which is there in your books, exercise 11a. So be ready, next day we will do the sums. Today you just go through all these meanings, different terms, different definitions, all those things they have. You just revise it so that you can recall. Okay, so now let me send you the pic.